All right, here we go, friends. Welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the galaxy's most average pop culture podcast, brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network, Golden Ticket Cinemas all across the country, especially right here in North Carolina, the former Brassfield Cinemas for all of your cinematic adventures. And let's not forget our good friends over at Sailfish Comics, location right here in Greensboro across from Best Buy, location in Winston, location in Concord. So this is your boy Brian, a.k.a. El Nino, and today I'm joined with...
Jordan, a.k.a. Baby Knife.
B, a.k.a. Gobi.
She's in her fish era again. She'll be
That's
building
right.
aquariums. You want an
right.
aquarium built at your house.
There you go, there you go. Jordan, why don't you tell them what this episode is going to be all about?
Okay, so this is just, we haven't done a music episode in a long time, so that's really it. We're just going to talk about music, kind of what we're each individually into right now. Of course, we're going to talk about some relevant new stuff that's, online and just kind of trending, people that are like currently climbing the charts and rising in fame and whatnot. But also like throwbacks we're listening to, maybe some like music that we like to listen to during the summertime. Put some weird ones in there, of course, and yeah, also talk about some live performances that we've seen recently, whether it be over the past year, doesn't matter, like I guess the past year or two, like some of the best live performances we've seen. I'm going to talk about the Billie Eilish movie a little bit, first for a, live concert type, in a 3D movie at least, which was awesome, and... Dad recently saw Kid Cudi live right here in, Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte.
In Charlotte?
Yep.
But yeah, so we're just going to kind of talk about music in general. But I guess we can start with, like, relevant music we're into right now, like things that are definitely, like, rising in fame at this time, or just kind of in the circle right now, or emerging bands that have come out recently and are, like, you love them or whatever. So, do you guys want me to start with one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Run this show. Run it.
Okay. So my number one for me, for just relevance, just online and my community in everything ever, is Slayyyyter. It's basically like Kesha's back, but she's dirtier and more electronic, and she also screams sometimes, and her vocals are insane. Not saying Kesha's vocals are not insane, but I'm just like, anyways. So Slayyyyter is my definite number one. Like, if you're living under a rock, if you have not heard Crank It, just pause this, go check that out, and then come back and you will be changed. But yeah, it's just like she's kind of on that wave of like Charlie XCX era, hyper pop, like dance music is back type thing. Like, I feel like we just didn't have dance music for a while, like new dance music since like the early 2000s. That was like club music, like that kind of thing. Kind of had like a lapse to me, and so like that's how I feel about Slayyyyter. It's like that's what I want to hear to dance, like clubbing type, just fun. If you saw any of Coachella, I'm sure, hopefully you've seen like a clip of Slaychella. Her set killed. It was massive. The crowd was insane. Her live vocals were exactly as they are on the album. She can actually sing, which like she even said herself is like just kind of funny to her because her music's very like like just funny, young, for lack of a better term, if you don't know the term, young ho, very young ho. I don't know if we'll see if I can put that in FOX8.
It's going down.
Yeah.
I'm yelling timber.
And Kesha's so back, and Kesha's a huge inspiration for her. Kesha and Pink Panthers and that kind of thing. I think they had like an interview, right?
I don't remember. I remember in that one of the interviews that we saw with her, she was talking about how she doesn't even like sing or like write in the studio or something like that without having one of those without having one of those vocal like filters on, just so she can like get the vibe of the song. Because I remember her saying like she wouldn't have done half of like the
which makes so much
ad-libs
sense.
or I don't even know if they would be considered ad-libs, but like
Sounds.
any of the sounds that she like makes in any of those
But yeah,
songs, if it weren't for the filter being on there, like she wouldn't have had the guts to do it, I guess.
which
is
makes
kinda what she
sense for
said.
like the genre that she's in. It's very like
Yeah.
atmosphere based. Like
Yeah.
you got to be in the mood to listen to it, and like once you're in the mood, you're really in it. Like, but favorites from Slayyyyter, Crank It, the whole album called Worst Girl in America, so good. Music videos are really cool. She's also a huge film nerd, I found out, because her name is Slayyyyter with like 3 Y's. But
Okay.
she was inspired by Slayyyyter from
Saved by the Bell.
no, Dazed and
that's-
Confused. Isn't there a
Oh,
Slayyyyter?
there is a
Yeah.
Slater and Dazed and Confused.
That's
okay.
where her name, like, where she got the inspiration from. So that's
Okay.
cool. She loves movies, which just makes me love her even more. But yeah, Worst Girl in America. If you haven't heard that album yet, get ready to have a great time. It's amazing. That's my like number one. If I could recommend any artist that's like right now relevant to listen to, please Slater. Like, please, just for so much fun. And I'll put some clips here. Like, yeah, Crank It, Yes God, Old Technology, Gas Station. That Worst Girl in America is pretty much a no skip album for me. I don't think there's any songs I skip on there. So that's like my number one like relevant right now.
And the album came out like late last year or this year?
No, this year.
Oh wow.
This
Okay.
her fame, and she had singles in the past that like you would probably know. Like they were online, but you probably didn't realize it was her. And then she dropped this album, and her fame went from like nothing like to in like a month. Like genuinely, that's how iconic Crank It. That's how iconic Crank It is. It's like that song alone just sent her from like, very mid level fame to like out of this world type iconography. So yeah, that's mine.
Right.
B, you want me to go or you want to go?
I'll go. My big one right now is RAYE. She just released an album.
I think Dad would love RAYE.
Yeah. She just released an album called This Music May Contain Hope, and it is so good. Like her vocals alone, like she could write shit music and her vocals alone would make up for it.
Right.
But I don't know, the way, I don't know, she's very like raw with her lyrics, which I'm always very like drawn to. And it all tells a story, which I really
Definitely
appreciate.
Talk about like her storytelling, how it's different, and like that kind of thing. Because I feel like people need to. That's what like makes her stand out to me, especially is like she is a storyteller.
Yeah.
Like for most.
Yeah, I feel like I had mentioned that one day to you, and you said you had mentioned something about Kendrick Lamar like being the same way, where that's why
A lot of rap music is like super story.
Oh, yeah.
I love
For
like
good rappers.
the more story driven, the better. Like if I'm like visualizing a whole plot in my mind, that's what I want.
Yeah, and that's
So.
that's definitely how her music is. And as she's put out some of the like music videos and like visuals and stuff for the album, it's like it's even better. Like what's it called? What's it
What?
called?
Teasers?
No.
Music
What am I
video?
thinking
Singles?
of? No, the damn song I'm trying to think of. Click Clack Symphony. God, why can't I think of that?
Mm-hmm.
The music video for that it's so cool. Like
And
it's so weird, and like
Composed by
Hans Zimmer is on it.
big deal. Hans Zimmer does
Yeah.
the score of every big movie that ever was.
I don't know. I just feel
Yeah.
like everything she puts out is just very very
Cinematic.
big, cinematic, theatrical. It is very
She has live orchestras that like
Yes.
all her live performances have live strings,
yes,
choir,
yes,
all the things.
It's I don't know. She does everything big, and that I don't know. That's so cool to me. I've also been listening to her sister, who goes by Absolutely. She has an album that also just released this year. It's called Paracosm, I think is how you say it. Which they both sound, similar, but they have their own like style within that.
And like, what do you feel like they sound like? Like, if you were to reference other artists, I feel like Amy Winehouse is a huge one.
Yeah. I mean, like, and she even, like, RAYE even, lyrics, and she has a song, I should have, like, written the titles down, but she has a song towards the beginning of the album, I think it's called I Will Overcome, that she even says, like, some people say I remind them of Amy, some spit through their keyboards, I'll never amount. But, like, those are the same people that were criticizing Amy when, she was relevant. So, yeah. So, she definitely knows that she has...
something special.
Yeah. And I think, at least for me, like, the biggest songs that I think sound most like Amy, she has a song called Suzanne, which is, like, one of my favorite songs by her.
Is that Amy, or that's
Amy? Or no, RAYE. I was just saying, like, her songs like that remind me of Amy. Suzanne, that's a big one. It was like immediate Amy vibes. And then a song on her new album is called Goodbye Henry, and it's so good. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been listening to lately.
She's gonna be huge. I mean, she's already getting really big as well. But.
She just and again, she does everything big. Like she doesn't. Again, like you were saying, her live performances, they are backed by
like she makes basically. This is a great analogy I just came up with. I'm pretty proud of it already. What Christopher Nolan is for like IMAX and cinema, RAYE is for like live performance and music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like bringing again the whole strings, the whole choir. Like it's an immersive experience.
Yeah, dude.
So that's the best way I can put it for like. I guess if you're not a film nerd or a music nerd, you won't get that at all. But hopefully, you're one or the other, maybe a little bit. And
if you're watching us, you should be one of them.
You'll kind of get it, but okay, yeah.
Excellent. So two of mine. One came out this year. I was super excited about, and I got to give a shout out to a band that I've been wanting to give a shout out to since last year. So no shocker here, even though we've only done very, very few music episodes, and even fewer episodes where we shout out some hardcore and especially some death metal bands.
Yes.
So one that came out with a brand new album this year called Hell Is Here, Hell Is Home, which I just love that name.
What was the name of the album of RAYE?
This music may contain hope.
Right. So you go from hope to like Hell Is Here, Hell Is Home.
All right.
Body Snatcher. They've been around for a little bit. They actually ended up co-headlining the latest tour with one of my favorite bands, Die Artist Murder. The new lead singer, I believe, had his appendix removed, something like that, so they had to drop out. But they kept the tour going with Body Snatcher because this album, Hell Is Here, Hell Is Home, has just been absolutely phenomenal. So a Florida deathcore band, their main single that really attracted me to this song, which is why I love Instagram. Like, I don't go down a lot of rabbit holes. I usually find just clips and videos from like different people that do, death metal, just kind of reviews, or there's one person on there that has like her kids on there in the background, and I saw the video for The Maker, and it was absolutely just phenomenal. So apparently the lead singer, or at least one of the members, had two relatives in a very, very short time span lose their lives to like opiates and drugs and whatnot. So these songs are about how they would get back to the people that sold them
Sick.
these
It's
drugs.
a big pharma.
So Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that's what they meant.
Yeah. This is more like this is more
That's
like
so
drug
funny.
dealers.
I'm keeping that in. I mean,
yeah. This is more.
it's systematic. It's systematic. It starts
Right.
and it trickles down.
Right.
But yeah.
So yeah, the Maker, Writhe and Coil, Plague of Flies, No Savior, Two Empty Caskets. I mean, from top to bottom, it is a metal banger. So if you are not on Body Snatcher yet and you like metal, whether death metal or just metal in general, definitely check it out. You can actually understand the lyrics for the most part. I know that's like my wife's biggest complaint. I can't understand the lyrics to a lot of this stuff. You can, and they're great. And then my second one is an album I've been bumping since last year. We got to see him live at Hangar 1819. Big ups to Joel and Chris. Definitely throw that in there for the clip. But we got to see Fox Lake open up for Greyhaven, I believe. And Ashley and I went, and we got to enjoy the show. And Fox Lake was incredible. Most metal bands, here's like, before I even get into it, here's why I love metal shows. First and foremost, for like family, friends, the whole 9 yards. Like, yes, it is angry music per se. But 9 times out of 10, it is like angry music for people that are just like need an escape and a release.
They need to let it out.
Just need to let it out. Like, I've seen pits that are absolutely insane, and you will see people pick each other up like none other. You will make new friends. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it's so violent, whether if it's the music or actually going to a live show. Like, yes, it can be a lot. Whether if it's the music, the lyrics. Going to a live show can definitely be a lot. I like to be close. I don't want to be in the pit. I'm 45 years old now. I will easily break. But I like being close enough to just enjoy, whether if it's a wall of death, whether if it's just like a speed metal pit, whatever it is. But
I love the vocabulary, like terms I'm learning.
Oh, yeah.
Pit
Oh,
terminology.
yeah.
I'm like trying to picture
The
the
Wall of
stuff that I just
Death.
can't.
Yeah. The Wall of
Speed
Death is
pit.
crazy. Lamb of God is one of the first bands that I ever seen
Oh, I've seen
start the Wall
Where
of
they
Death.
just run at each other.
Yep. It's like This Is Sparta. It's Game of Thrones.
That's what I was going to
It's
say.
wild.
It's like,
It was actually banned for a long
it's
time.
interesting because a lot of the bands, from my understanding, too, like have their own expectations of what they want their pit to be. So like some permit more like, hey, if you don't want to leave with bruises and like sprains, just don't do it.
Yep.
Because we just let them go. But
Yep.
some are like, you know, be careful, like do this kind of thing. And then some do like,
Yep.
they're going to sprint at each other at full force. So if you don't want to be a part of that, move.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining like Civil War.
Yes.
It is.
That's exactly
But
what. And
a
there's
lot of
always
people.
like
put the
one or
clip.
two people that will just be in the middle, like waiting for it, which is wild to me. I don't really want to do the Civil War, like run into each other thing. The people, and it's always, you'll see these videos, like literally Google or YouTube Wall of
They're going to
Death.
see it.
And there's always one or two that are just, you know, they're not saying anything. They're just
They're going
walking
through it the
around.
most.
Like, have at it, my friend. Have at it. So I really meant to say, what I meant to say earlier was circle pit. Circle pit is when it goes around, like literally in
Yeah,
a
those
circle.
are funny. It's like a washing machine.
Yeah, it's like a washing machine thing. So, yeah, I forgot where I was going with it. But, you know, in terms of just metal shows, if you've never been to one and you enjoy, especially hard rock, whether it's new metal or anything else, like go to your local venue and check it out. You know, these shows are many things. For one, very reasonably priced. You can see like 3 to 5 good bands for like $25 right around there. On top of that, the merch, incredibly reasonable. You know,
cool.
We'll get to Kid Cudi in a little bit, but you know, when you go see these bigger artists, it's like 75 and up. You can go get a shirt for $20-25, get a hoodie for like 40,
and
45.
they like hand make them. They like screen print it themselves. Usually they paint it
Exactly.
themselves.
And
They, like,
normally after they're done with their set, they're at the booth, and then you get free autographs. So it's like, it's just a very, very cool community that I'm so happy to just be a part of. Like, I don't catch every metal show at Hangar 1819 or Cat's Cradle or wherever it may be, but I try to catch as many as I possibly can, even if I don't know the band, because normally I will find good bands at a lot of these shows, and I have. I really, really have. And they put their all into it. I remember seeing Die Hard is Murder on a Monday night, and it was barely packed. It was a Monday night. It was like a last minute just kind of placement, but they still put on a hell of a show. And that's what I appreciate. You see some artists out there, if it doesn't seem like it's packed, I know you've all seen the Justin Timberlake videos where it's like people paid a lot of money for him to be like, I got a feeling. And then he's just holding the mic out for the crowd to sing like, I don't want to hear myself sing. And, you know, especially to Justin Timberlake. I don't want to hear especially after the wrestling. I don't even want to hear myself on video yelling out or singing along to anything.
It's a little monotone, just a little monotone. That's all.
So with that being said, Fox Lake opened up for Greyhaven. Great band. Renee Reed got one of the few times I got to hang out with her. She's been to honestly probably more concerts than anyone I've ever met in my entire life combined. And I was there. She was there for Greyhaven. We were there for Fox Lake. They absolutely shut it down. Phenomenal show. As soon as they got done, they were at the booth signing merch, signing autographs. We got some pictures with them. So New World Heat is the album. It came out last year. I've been wanting to give this album its flowers since last year, so now it's my opportunity to do it. I know we're talking about new relevant stuff, but they've been touring nonstop. Pure Adrenaline is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite songs on there. Just trying to pull up a couple more. This is why we edit. Freestyle, Go for the Throat. It's literally one of those, like, I think there's maybe one song on there I don't mess with. Like, it is an absolute banger after banger after banger. So Body Snatcher, Hell is Here, Hell is Home. Again, I think that's probably one of my favorite metal album titles of all time.
Body Snatcher is just a cool name.
Oh, great name. Great name. And Fox Lake, wow. New World Heat, just two phenomenal metal albums. I wanted to give the metal world a little bit of flowers on this episode.
Love that. Okay, let's see. As far as like newer type stuff, I'll kind of go off that metal vibe. Die Spits, new, like, they have a blend of things. They do like, yes, they do like, it's mostly hardcore. Like, it's like metal. Some of it's more punk, like some of it's, there's a couple songs I think that are a little bit more pop punk, but a lot of it's like just metal. Die Spits and their album Something to Consume is really good. It's almost a no skip album for me as well.
Agreed.
Just so cool. I was watching like live YouTube performances the other day, and it's just like, it's just cool. Like, they're girls like our age, like.
And they've known each other since like elementary school.
Some of them have known each other since preschool. They said like, and they all take turns with the instruments too. Like, not just one person exclusively sings all the music. Not one person exclusively does like the guitar for all of it. So they all are very talented and just super cool. Like, I don't know. For me, like, there's nothing. I have like two extremes for like. I don't know how to explain it. For feeling like a primal woman, or just like,
I'm not like laughing at you. I just think that's a great description.
I don't feel like it's a
she
bad
just wants to like
description.
scream all the time. Like she.
And there's one sides of the spectrum. One is like Die Spits, and like anytime like a girl group singer like screams or whatever, I just feel like I have to do this. Like, there's just a part of a song, and what is it? Oh, I think Throw Yourself to the Sword. That's my favorite Die Spit song. But there's this part where it's just cool. Just, they're really talented musicians, so just going in on like the guitar, and it's like, and every time she does that, I'm like, I just impulsively.
I love it. It's like with a death metal song where they're like, ugh, or they just do woof. I'm like, yeah, we're about to get hit.
Woof. But same with two. I'll give my flowers half to I cannot say their name. They're called Mannequin, and then another word for cat. You'll be able to see.
Gato?
Sure. It's a derogatory. It's a bad word. Yeah. Yes. There you go. So Mannequin, but they're my favorite. Generally, my favorite band, and have been for the past like year. their song where they kind of started taking off was 10 years ago. It was called Romantic. And it was kind of just that song carrying them, but then they released their big album, I Got Heaven, and that is a no-skip album for me. They're touring right now, opening for Florence and the Machine.
Oh, nice.
Which is really cool. I love Florence and the Machine, but that album, that vocalist, Missy, they're just cool. They're so good. She's a fantastic performer, and I love that she's very authentic to like what punk and like hardcore music is supposed to be about. She's very like vocal about her beliefs and like speaking out about things that are wrong and providing like a safe space to like for the show and for the performance to like hold your rage and like you're against the world and like just again that energy you're talking about with metal too is there with that band. And it's also a Philadelphia band, so they're big Eagles fans too, which is cool.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
I got to say, with Die Spits real quick before we get to Beat, they remind me a lot of the Runaways meets the Donnas, which those are two of my favorite all-female bands. The Donnas had like one hit called Take It Off, but it was an all-female band, and that was like their MTV hit, but they were more on the pop side where the Runaways were more like, I'm pretty sure that Joan Jett was on the Runaways. So that was really one of the first, like, from what I can remember, I'm not saying the first ever, like rock bands. And there's a really good movie called The Runaways with
Kristen.
Is
it called The Runaways?
Stewart?
I don't know, but Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning, I think.
And then I can't remember his name from Boardwalk Empire. He plays like their manager. But he's fantastic in everything that he does. It's a shame I can't remember his name right now. But definitely check out The Runaways. Very, very cool flick.
Yeah. So, yeah, Die Spits and Mannequin Word. I love them.
Mannequin fill in the blank.
Both right now to go just with to go in that vein of like rock and stuff that, or just metal, hardcore.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to see. And I mean, it's probably just because, again, I do like certain metal groups that are like, obviously, male singer, whatever, and like I love hardcore. Like I like stuff like Deftones if it's got a guy singer or whatever. But for me, like it's got to be a girl like screaming for it to like really hit the way that it hits for me. But you know that makes sense because I'm an angry, rageful little woman. I guess like I don't know.
She just bottles it in really well,
Yeah.
I guess, B.
Yeah,
B, is
I
there
don't
something?
know.
Are you allowed to talk in front of Jordan?
I'm questioning that.
Is there
now.
something that you're hiding from us?
I swear. Yeah.
It's okay. Blink twice if you need help.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'm obviously gonna shout out Billie because I've literally been a fan of hers since probably sophomore, junior year of high school. I remember when we all fall asleep, where do we go? I remember that dropping. I literally listened to that album on repeat for 6 months. Like I didn't listen to anything else.
Yeah.
Her newest album just turned 2 years old, I think, which is
again?
Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Yeah. I went blank.
That's crazy to me that it's already been 2 years. Everybody's
because she just finish touring, so
yeah. I mean,
But you got to remember these tours go for like 1 or 2
I
years.
could not do that.
Yeah.
I could never ever do that.
there's a buzz. There's
All
a
right.
buzz. But yeah, Billie's always been one of my all-time favorites. I think she always will be. She's got such a distinct sound. And I'm always like amazed when people can kind of make their own genre the way that she has. Kind of like similar to Pink Pantheress, where like you hear a snippet, you hear like a a certain thing and you associate it with that person. I love when people are able to, create something like that. And I think Billie is definitely, I feel like the person of our generation to do that. Like,
yeah,
I
she's
think
definitely like one of the generational big names of
Yeah.
our generation. Like
I believe it's a lot of it too, the authenticity too.
Yeah.
Like she's
authenticity.
herself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's
Does
not
not
one of those like
care.
you need to be like this, you need to say
Yeah.
this, you need to do that. Like from what I've seen, and obviously you two are gigantic fans, and I definitely respect
my
her.
mom.
And I
Yeah.
I have to shout out my mom or she'll kill
let's
me.
not forget Heather.
Yeah.
She,
But I do enjoy a lot of her music, but a lot of it is because of the authenticity. Like
Yeah.
it comes through in her albums.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we went to see the live 3D.
Billy in 3D. James
It's got a
Cameron.
really long title. Heavy, Hard, and Soft.
In 3D, James Cameron. I don't know.
The tour
Whatever.
live in 3D. It was incredible.
Awesome.
It was really.
They need to do that
Yeah.
with a lot of bands. Now it just kind of unlocked the floodgates. So like, okay, I need to see this of like all my favorite bands.
Sure.
Like
Sure.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen a 3D movie.
I was scared it was gonna make
Years.
I was scared it was gonna make me sick, but
Sure.
No,
it was so good. It was so freaking good.
That's
I
awesome.
ended up buying. She sold like a limited amount of vinyls for the live recording of the movie.
Oh, nice.
I ended up buying that. It is so cool because like in a theater, I feel like I don't want to say the vocals get kind of washed out, but I guess just
I mean, they do because, and like we saw it like
I don't know. I guess it's probably just not built for that.
it's not, and I mean we didn't see it. We didn't see it in IMAX, so we saw it like with a regular sound system, and so the like movies are like for big sounds like explosions and what like it's not super focused on like getting the crispest vocals and
Yeah.
dialogues unless you're in like a really like a good IMAX or like a 11.1 sound system whatever.
Yeah.
So it
Well, I
probably
guess-
did get a little washed out.
I guess too, like for the movie, they did probably leave in a lot more of the audience sound, which
Mm-hmm.
I
They picked and choose. I don't know how to say that in past tense. They picked and chose. They
Pick and chose.
pick and chose. I don't know.
chose.
But when like they would turn up like the
I'm like, I feel like this should be the clip.
they would turn up like the audience interaction volume and like turn it down when they
Yeah,
were ready
yeah,
to
yeah.
for the movie.
Yeah. Dude,
That
the
was awesome.
second
It was
the
cool.
second that vinyl came in, we listened to the full thing. And I remember she's got she's got a mix of like pretty upbeat, like just like energetic
Singer
stuff.
songwriter
And then she's
like,
got I Wanna Kill Myself music. So
electronic.
she's got a stretch of like three or four songs in the set that are all I Wanna
So
Kill Myself
sad.
songs. And like when we were playing the album,
Like
she
the
was
song
like,
for
you need to
people-
turn it off.
For
You need to
people
turn it
who
off.
don't know, like the song from the Barbie movie, it's like it has that song in it, the What I Was
Skinny.
Made For,
Yeah.
Skinny,
Skinny,
and
I think.
just all these songs. One talks about like Roe v.
Wildflower?
Wade.
Wildflower.
Just songs that you just are so beautiful, but you're just like,
All in a row.
Yes.
Oh.
yeah.
Like you got to mix that
Well,
up
no,
a little bit.
she does.
Yeah.
Like she, I don't know. She
I don't
starts
know.
off very upbeat, and then it kind of goes back and forth, and then she's got this stretch where she kind of like sits down and like does the slower ones, and then it kind of picks back up.
and then she plays Guess.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
you're like, you're
Yeah.
crying. Like, this real life, when we were at the concert, I was like crying. And I'm not even a huge Billie fan. Like, she's undeniable talent, but like, she's just not like my top person, but she
Yeah.
is for a lot of people, and especially B and my mom. And so we were on the floor at the concert last year, 2 years ago, whatever. 2 years ago, I guess.
No, I think
I
it was
don't know.
last year.
But like, yeah, I was like crying, and then we turn around and she's jumping up on the stage behind us, and there's like green strobe
yeah.
lights and
It's
gas,
okay.
gas.
We're brat mode now.
And so I'm like, my emotional state was just I felt very used a little bit. I felt
Dude.
very violated.
I have a crazy video of her. I videoed like her during Guess
Just bouncing.
instead of, or I mean, like towards the beginning before Billie actually comes out. She just kind of plays Charlie's part in the speakers, and I literally,
I love that song.
I have a video of her jumping, and I don't think I've ever seen her happier in my life. Like
I love Charlie XCX.
I don't, yeah.
I mean, that song is so good.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard Guess, you have heard it. Never mind. You've heard it. You've all heard Guess before.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Wow.
she's always gonna be a big one for me, I think.
Okay.
Love it.
Any quick like throwbacks you've just been rotating lately, or like summer songs that you in the season that you listen to more, or like bands like? For me, summer is Bad Bunny o'clock. So all the Bad Bunny albums get rotated, and that's why he ends up as my number one artist every year is the summertime. Like, but yeah, any like.
I wouldn't say summertime. As I've gotten older, I do have much more appreciation for a lot of stuff where it came out when I was younger, let's say 13, 14, where I was like, this is great, this is good. But as I get older, it's more an appreciation, not just for the beats, but for the lyrics. And I know I discuss this every now and again, but Dr. Dre, The Chronic, I feel like I just, like, not discover, but there's a song that I didn't appreciate when I was younger that I appreciate so much more now. And lately, even Ashley likes this song, which she's not exactly Captain Hip Hop. It's Stranded on Death Row with Corrupt, RBX, who is honestly, as much as I love Snoop, like The Chronic is Snoop's coming out party. And then from The Chronic, he came out with Doggy Style, his first solo album. But RBX steals the show. Steals the show, the entire album, every song he's in. So it's Corrupt, RBX, The Lady of Rage, and then Snoop comes in. And to be honest with you, I think Stranded on Death Row Snoop is top 5 Snoop lyrics verses of all time. So just want to throw that out there. It's not so much summertime. I just want to say it's just one of those, like, it came on the other day. And I was like, and this was a song, like I said, when I was younger, I used to skip because it was nothing but a G thing. It was like Dre Day. It was pretty much like the hits and a couple other ones. And Dr. Dre, The Chronic is, to me now, especially that I'm older, before it was a skipped album. It was like, okay, well, not this one, not that one.
You appreciate it a lot
now,
more.
100%, it is a no-skip hip-hop classic.
I love that feeling of, like, going back and listening to an album that's, like, almost no skip.
Right.
And you're like, let me try these ones again.
Yep.
And then there's suddenly your favorite one on the album.
Oh.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Now I'm like, how could I have skipped this song? Yeah. And it's like number one on my playlist. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Nice. Chronic. For me, I've been listening to, per usual, all kinds of stuff. A lot of, like, dad rock of my generation's dad rock. Because I think, every generation has a different.
Oh, 100%.
Of course, dad rock. But for me, it's like Soundgarden and like Alice in Chains and like, so I've been listening to a lot of that. One of my favorite songs ever right now, and I discovered it last year, is off that Soundgarden Super Unknown album, is 4th of July. And it's not a super popular one, but it's just like, it sounds a lot like Black Hole Sun. It's very like same vein of that, just like, like that guitar just, I don't know. I play Warhammer to that, so like that's kind of how you can conceptualize like how I feel about that song. It's just like,
I love it.
Also
just bringing down terror.
Screeching Wanted while we're playing Red Dead Redemption.
Wanted?
Yeah.
What's Wanted?
The Wanted.
Oh, yeah, we've just been playing a lot of Red Dead lately, so I've just been hooting and hollering that song. But yeah, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains have been heavy in the rotation for a minute now. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, I already said Deftones. Older Paramore, so like the All We Know Is Falling album and Riot.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Oh my
Classic.
God. That's one of those, I was just too young to really understand and appreciate that whole album.
Right.
But it's not just Misery Business and like that's it. Like, those albums are amazing. Hayley Williams to me is one of the most talented artists in the world. Mm-hmm. Not just of our generation, not just of blah 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 America, whatever. Like, she's one of the most talented vocal performers, period, that I've ever heard in my life.
I still love her on Airplanes with B.O.B.
She's good in anything. She is literally good in anything.
I'm surprised she's not doing more.
She covered, well, she's doing like her solo tour right now, which we are going to go see, which will be cool. But she even covered like Passion Fruit by Drake, and it's the most beautiful thing ever. Meanwhile, I hate Drake. So, like,
Saba!
and notice we're not going to talk about the Drake album at all. So if you're waiting for that, we haven't heard a single song. None of us. I'm sorry. Anyways.
I didn't even know he put out.
Oh, the
music.
Iceman's back.
The Iceman.
I listened to it, but that's another
Anyway,
podcast
sorry.
for another day.
But old Paramore, Emergencies, been the big one there. And then on the total opposite side of that, I forgot to mention A$AP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb. That's a new album. For me, that's a no-skip album. She likes some of the music on there, which even, for her is a big deal because she's not super into, like, most mainstream hip-hop type stuff.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of, like, picky with hip-hop, I guess. Like, I have a very, like, Doechii.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
Wait. Yes. We need to talk about Doechii.
Oh, my God. Doechii.
Doechii is the new rap generational talent. Like, she's gonna be huge.
Oh my God.
I mean, her debut album just came out, The Alligator Bites Don't Heal or whatever.
Yeah.
She's one of those like rare newer hip hop rap artists that's like actually good.
Yeah.
Like really good. Like a fantastic lyricist.
She's actually on one of the songs.
Even if you don't like know her, you've heard her on something. I mean, she just did a song with Gaga for the Devil Wears Prada 2 movie.
Oh yeah.
What were you saying though? What song?
The song on A$AP's.
Yeah, that's not
album.
a known song, but like
It's called Robbery. It's very jazzy.
like a jazzy rap
Oh my
song
God.
about them like holding up a bank or whatever, a robbery.
That's probably that and
You'll get it if you know the song.
That and Punk Rocky are
Punk Rocky is like
my favorites.
his little punk song on the album, which is cute.
It's
And
so
that's
good.
the one that Winona Ryder's in the music video, and it's so cute.
Yeah,
So cute.
she's so
I
adorable.
Would die for that woman again. I think I say that on every episode. Yeah. That whole album is awesome. I love it. I wish I could. I mean, I don't know. I feel he's already touring, so I know that he just did Gov Ball and stuff, so maybe I'll get to see that. But that, another new one I just want to briefly mention, Julia Wolf. Definitely of our generation. I don't even know. Got big on like TikTok. But yeah, I would just say listen to that album. Her debut album, Pressure, is really cool. Kind of blends electronic with like hardcore type style to it. And I sent you a song before.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like pop and like in the beginning, at the end, it's like a hardcore drum breakdown and she's like screaming.
Mm-hmm.
So she's cool. Yeah.
She's cool.
Been listening to a lot of Sade.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Ain't
never.
nothing wrong with that. Ever.
Don't talk, because you're going to get canceled.
I don't. Okay.
There are no Sade haters allowed. No.
I don't know.
All right, real quick.
Is it a crime?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, No Ordinary
okay,
Love.
okay,
Come
yeah.
on, man. And there's the Deftones version on the album that I got you. The covers one.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Ordinary Love. I got to give a quick shout out. We got to enjoy Kid Cudi in Charlotte about a month ago. It was absolutely amazing. Our girl Karina, you hooked it up like none other. She's been on the podcast before. Works with Kid Cudi. They got a new whole production company coming out, but they've worked with Ty West on the Pearl trilogy, the whole 9 yards. I just want to give a big shout out to Karina, Nicole Stevens, Tania. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. Cruz. Who else? Like I said, I want to give the flowers or the flowers are due. And then, yeah, those are really the big ones. Nicole Stevens from VIP Nation, Tania Cruz, and again, Karina, we can't thank you enough. We got the full-blown VIP experience. Me, Herschel, Janice, my wife. We got to meet Kid Cudi, got a meet and greet. They hooked us up with literally third row seats. And I got to tell you, this tour will still be going on when we air this. If you have not had a chance to go see Kid Cudi, go check it out. It was absolutely amazing. And trust me, I normally do not like seeing most hip hop artists in a gigantic venue, whether if it's like a coliseum or especially an amphitheater, normally, it's like 50 hype men. It's just a lot of stuff. And it was just him. Like, no DJ, beautiful setup. It was a stage within a stage. And he did what I appreciated the most. He covered all of his, because, like, now that I think about it, like, his, not track list, what am I thinking of? Catalog.
Set list?
Or catalog is extensive. And he played a lot of songs I didn't know. Because I'm really like Man on the Moon 2. Like, really like the first 3 or 4 Kid Cudi albums I love. And then after that, I would like catch a song here and there. So as fans, we all got to see songs, old school, new school. And then, of course, when he did the encore, the Pursuit of Happiness, Aoki remix, and it was honestly amazing. He puts
a special
on
song for you.
Yes,
It's a very special song for you.
Yes, it is. Why do you say it like that?
Oh, you're very passionate about that song.
Oh, I love it. I love the original version, but like the remix, and we got to party in Vegas, not with Steve Aoki, but he was right there,
He was there.
and it was great. So, yeah, if you got a chance to go see Kid Cudi, highly recommend you do so.
Yeah. Any live performances? I feel like this is I'm obviously editing it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
This
I
is
feel
going to
like
be
it's
2
gonna be a
episodes,
two-parter.
which is great.
Yeah,
So
I'm totally fine with it.
We can go and. Do you have any like live performances you want to talk about, or?
Oh, I was just gonna like
Just
kind of
whatever.
go off of
Yeah.
That was one thing that was really cool about Billie's concert and movie too, is that it's not really anything but her on the stage, and the stage is 360.
Yeah.
So the whole concert is
She
her
is literally running around that hoe.
Like I
like sprinting. She's like
like
sprinting.
putting that in 2 times.
She's getting hurt. She's tracking
just,
her
like,
miles.
She's doing the
yeah.
the
She's
death
getting it
metal
on the
pit
iPhone.
spin. Yeah.
So I was just gonna
Just
say,
by
like,
herself.
it was kind of the same
Yeah.
situation where like you can really just
Experience
appreciate
it.
yeah, because there's nothing
Distracting.
extra and flashy
Yeah.
in your face. Like, it's literally just the artist up there
Yeah.
doing what
And to
they
me, I'm like,
do.
it's so vulnerable for them
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
And I respect it so much more.
Yeah.
Because I already
Yeah.
have stage fright as is, but for these artists to do it, especially when it's just them.
Yeah.
And
There's-
to me, it's wild, and it's much appreciated.
Yeah. She did a live loop of when the party's over. Like, she literally sits dead in the middle of the stage, tells the audience to be quiet, and then layers her own vocals.
With like a pad. Like a,
Oh,
Yeah, with a
wow.
looper. So she's recording it there and then singing over top of it, and it's just like, man, it's like,
very intimate. Like,
yeah,
Wow.
like that. To me, I don't know. I couldn't imagine doing something like that in a
Sure.
sold out arena. Like,
Sure.
it's crazy. But
Real quick, I hope that we get back to the days. I'll never forget when, and I mean, granted, this is before streaming, when Pearl Jam, I think this is after Versus, where they were like one of the biggest bands on the planet. They came out with live CDs, but from different like cities. And I would love to see artists get back to that, even if it's just streaming.
yeah,
That's fine, because you can be like, I was there,
right.
and not just one show
Yeah.
where
That
they
is,
do
like,
a
not
live
thing
album.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll never forget it. This was like 99 or 2000. It might have been 2001, where you could go to the record store and
That's
literally
so
be like,
cool.
Pearl Jam Greensboro, Pearl
That's
Jam
so
San
cool.
Antonio.
That would be so
And-
special. Why did they
Yeah.
stop doing that?
I have no idea. And this was CDs. Like, you had to buy the physical copy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's much easier now
Okay.
just to come out with streaming to do
Just
it.
record.
I mean,
literally
physical
everything
media is
and-
coming back. So,
Oh,
like,
yeah. I'm not
hopefully
saying
this,
not do it like that, but I'm just saying I feel like it's easier to do it
this
streaming
needs
nowadays.
to come back.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's the thing too, is like, it also just probably doesn't fit the digital media world we're living in.
True.
Of just, it's as soon as people would know about it, they'd be sold out overnight and scalped, and you're paying $100 for a $10 CD. It would just be kind of a nightmare. We would ruin it, unfortunately,
Right,
if that would come
right.
back.
I mean, that's
but
why I jumped
Yeah.
on that.
Or
on that
at
vinyl
least
the
be
way I
like
did.
a record store day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is what I still love about record store day, is it's not
Yeah.
so much like the reissues, which is great to get rare reissues, but a lot of it is the live ones that come out on Record Store Day.
Yeah. Nice. Anything else? I don't know. I covered everything pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I mean,
only other thing I had was like kind of going back to Coachella.
oh,
We were mentioning
yeah,
like
yeah.
throwbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even really watch the Justin Bieber performance. I saw little snippets. That alone had me listening to his first album again. And
Sure.
I was obsessed with that kid.
What was the first album?
It was the one that had Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but all those
Yeah.
album covers where he's young look the same.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one was it? Somebody to love.
But did you see why he did it the way he did it with YouTube?
Yeah.
My World 2.0 is
Yeah.
what I have currently second
Yeah.
to last on my.
I love the classics.
Yeah.
I love when artists do classics. Like I said, with Kid Cudi, it was very rare because normally if I see a show like that and it's like a lot of new stuff or a lot of stuff I don't know, I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, that's just
this-
rough.
It was very good because I'm like, oh man, this is a banger.
Yeah,
That's
no,
how-
it is,
I'm like,
and you
this is a
don't
good one.
realize it
That's
until you're
how
like
I
streaming
was
it
with
again.
Yeah.
Like,
when I saw Lord early this year. Like, I can't even remember.
That was late last year.
Late last year. Honestly, I hadn't listened to the new album like a ton,
Mhm.
and I wasn't obsessed with it, but I'm obsessed with her. Just I will always will be. And like that concert just experience after that, like I appreciate that album so much more. Like it
Sure.
hits so much better.
Same.
Like the music sounds better somehow. Like I don't know. But again, she played, all her classics, all of Pure Heroine, her first album. She played, every song that made her as big as she is today. She played that.
Mhm.
And so I always like that because it kind of irks me if they don't, unless you're an artist that just tours a lot, then okay,
Mhm.
like a lot. But if you're, not doing them as like constantly, it's just kind of like, you gotta play some of your old. It's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
And-
it feels like a respect thing almost. Like, I don't,
And we're also in an era too to where there's just so much content.
yeah.
And when an artist does come
And they-
out with new stuff,
They
it's
drop the
very
tickets
hard to
before
retain
the
it.
album most of the time. So it's
Right.
like, I'm just buying this out of my loyalty
Right.
to you. So please,
Right.
hopefully play some of the like.
Because yeah, normally it's the first album or two where we fall in love with that artist.
Yes.
And then after that, I'm not saying that we don't continue to fall in love with them. First and even sophomore albums are very hard to follow.
Yeah.
And then it's also, again, it's just the amount of content that's just out there where it's like, if you're not feeling it within like the first listen or two, you just kind of shove it over to the side, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm glad that like Lord did it and Kid Cudi did it, because that's kind of what I did with his albums. I'm like, this isn't as good as Man on the Moon and this, that, and the other. Like, it's still good. It's still Cudi. And even on the way there, I was listening because, they had an entire playlist of his set list.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to it on the way there, and I was like, And then live, there was maybe one song where I was like, I'm not going to download that. Like, I still don't like that song. But the other ones that I didn't even know or barely knew, I was like,
Right.
downloading.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know if Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber was my first concert. I want to say Taylor Swift. But I remember I cried when I went to the Justin Bieber concert because like we had no idea we were going, me and my childhood best friend.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a surprise that our parents were taking us, or our moms were taking us. I had no idea what was going on. I was crying because it was loud. I'm pretty sure Big Sean opened for him. I was crying because I didn't know who he was or what was happening. I was like, what's going like, and then Justin
Why
Bieber
are
comes
we
out,
here?
and you're like, oh my god! Like, I remember, I don't know, and I still like see pictures from that concert sometimes. Like,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
like it's just so nostalgic, and like some of those songs for him to be as young as he was,
Sure.
like. One, his vocals at that age were crazy.
Mhm.
Two, like those songs still hold up today, which I hadn't listened to them since I was
Yeah.
7, so I mean I would have known, but they still hold up today very well. Like I've been
He's a
kinda
superstar
shuffling
for a
'em.
reason.
You're a believer.
but like which is weird because like I don't care about
Yeah.
him now at
Right.
all. But literally I saw like 15-second clips of that Coachella
He's
set,
just,
and I was
he's
like,
like another.
I'm downloading
He's
that.
just like, even if he's one of those people that like, even if you don't love him, you can't deny like his talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't.
I
Like,
just
so.
Yeah.
I like too, like he was the artist that I think like taught me how to sing, because I was, you know, like him having that vocal control and, you know, doing all those little runs, like I genuinely don't think, like, without that album and without trying to do that at such a young age, I don't think that would have worked out for me. So Justin Bieber taught me how to sing, guys.
Look at that.
So that was your first concert. Wasn't yours Selena Gomez?
I don't remember if it was Selena Gomez or Demi Lovato first. I was obsessed with both.
Yeah.
Also.
But she also saw Taylor Swift.
Dude, I cried. I cried at the Taylor Swift concert because she didn't sound like she does on the radio.
Yeah.
No, I saw her like
Love
when
Story.
our song and
That's when Taylor, that's the last, sorry Taylor, that was the last
like,
time I liked you, girl.
Yeah.
Like that.
That was like her.
Yeah, I remember I got her tickets, and then like the year after she came out with like Shake It Off, and Jordan was like,
ugh. Yeah. Yeah.
Go back to your little country roots. Come on.
Yeah. I cried though, because I was like, she doesn't sound like she does on the radio. My mom was like, okay, let's go home. Like, what are you? I spent so much money on this. You brat.
This is the last thing I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato. I don't know. She was my first or second concert. I saw Selena Gomez twice. Saw Demi once. Demi was like they were both my favorite. They were very tied for my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a time where I definitely leaned more towards Demi. And like, I will say another thing I've been listening to is like her first album.
Oh my God.
Well, her first two, La La Land or whatever, and then the other one, Don't Forget, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to start singing like rock music again.
She put out like a pretty emo rock album kind of recently.
Yeah, now she's trying to be like Charlie XCX though and do like.
Oh.
What was
and
the
I'm
one
like,
that she had where she was like, dun, 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 dun.
That was like a pop song from like a few, maybe 2016.
I'm actually
or
surprised you picked it up. I'm normally terrible at doing that.
I don't know what's going on.
But yeah, I mean, she's huge in pop, but like her like rock vocals of like that second, I think it's her second album. There's a couple songs, Remember December. I'll just say that one. I can't think of all of them, but like she needs to, that's where her voice fits. Very much like Miley Cyrus. She's great, period. She's just another undeniable talent.
I love Miley Cyrus.
But like her voice just, again, like Demi's to me, fits rock so well. She needs to do Heart of Glass, the album. Like she needs to make an album that's like that song. Like she needs, all of her rock covers are like older stuff. I love. And that's how I feel about Demi Lovato as well. So yeah.
I love it. I know you guys said your first concerts. My first concert. So it's funny because my first concert didn't end up being my first concert. So let me explain. So when we lived in Binghamton, New York, I was 13, and Cypress Hill was coming to SUNY Binghamton, State University, New York, Binghamton. So kind of like UNC Chapel Hill or Greensboro. And my dad, sneaky B word that he can be, I'm like begging, like, please let me go to the show.
I can see this already.
Let me go. My dad's like, nope. I mean, my grades were good. I was a newspaper boy at the time, delivering newspapers for $25 a week, by the way. $25 a week is all I got. I had a route of 3 streets, and they were all hills. This is Johnson City, New York. God bless my peeps from JC, Dave, Pisani, Rick, everybody. I love y'all. And I swear he must have found out, because we're talking like pre-internet, right? So it's not like I could just, you had to like go in line to get tickets. I swear he found out something, because finally he just said yes. And I was like, and it's like a week before the concert.
Yeah, suspicious.
I was like, okay. So I'm like calling, again, pre-internet, calling the university like, hey, I need 2 tickets because I think I was hopefully going to go with like Pisani or Dave or somebody. And they're like, we're sold out. And it didn't hit me until many years later where I was like, I wonder if Ba already knew they were sold out.
And then said yes.
And then said yes.
Yes.
To be the good guy.
Yeah.
Ba, I love you, but I figured
Never
it out
forget.
many years later.
So you didn't go?
Didn't go. So then we moved to Michigan, You know,
I think-
unfortunately, IBM had layoffs.
I think that was shady.
We had to move. So this was 95. It was the Smoking Grooves tour, the first year. And at this point now, too, I got to say, like, hip-hop tours and concerts weren't like a regular thing. Like, mid-90s is really when, like, hip-hop started to become super mainstream. You know, again, we have, like, The Chronic, and then East Coast-wise, we got, you know, Biggie, we got Puffy, we got Wu-Tang starting to blow up, Busta Rhymes. So this was, like, the first tour that I can remember where it was strictly hip-hop based, and it was in an amphitheater, and the opener was Busta Rhymes,
Dang.
who was phenomenal.
Right.
Like, he was so mad because we got, like, seats. We didn't do the lawn seats. We got seats. And he's one of the openers, and there's hardly anybody there. So he's like, everybody in the lawn, get the F up here. And I'm like, we're already in seats, and we're not even that close. And I'm like, oh, we need to rush up then. So, like, we rush up to as close as possible because, meanwhile, people are just kind of scurrying over. And then it was Tribe Called Quest. Then the Fugees. This is after they dropped, like, Ready or Not, like, Killing Me Softly. And,
Oh, my God.
and then Wyclef did a set by himself for, like, an hour, which was awesome, with a guitar and a band. And it was Cypress Hill and then Ziggy Marley. Ziggy Marley somehow ended up being the headliner. And by then I was like,
I'm like,
I don't care.
was that ever the reality that we were living in? Was like that order of things?
That was hip hop back in the day. I mean, you got to remember when Hard Knock Life Tour came here. Oh no, not even
I'm
Hard
thinking
Knock
about
Life.
how I would rearrange.
Yeah, not even Hard Knock Life. This is before the Hard Knock Life Tour. We went to go see Puff Daddy and the Family. This was after Biggie died. The opener was Usher. This is like When You Remind Me, like his big hit.
Okay.
Jay-Z was the second opener. Jay-Z, which is wild. And then it was Puff Daddy and the Family. And then a year later, it's the Hard Knock Life Tour, Method Man and Redman, DMX, Jay-Z, Lox, everybody else. But Cypress Hill, they came on, absolutely crushed it. So I'm glad I got to see him there and not SUNY Binghamton. But, I finally figured it out. Many years later.
That's it. You know that's what. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he did.
It was just so random. And, of course, I'm 13 years old, so my memory's not even like, or my brain's not even working like that. I was like, oh, my God, thank you for letting me go.
That's so much.
Like,
He
this
so
is
did
so
that on
awesome.
purpose.
That's so mean.
And
He did that on purpose. I know it.
I called, and I was so upset. I was like, they're sold out.
He's like, oh no.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
What?
Go back to mowing the lawn for $5 a week. I love my parents, so I do. You know, I love y'all. Tough love here in the Hernandez household, but
crazy.
I did figure it out.
You know
He
what's
had to
funny?
have known.
When we were on the way into the arena for that Justin Bieber
Mm-hmm.
concert, me and my friend were begging our moms because of course there's a guy on the corner
Yeah.
trying to sell tickets last minute.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my God, there's a Justin Bieber concert happening. Can we please? And they're like, no, we can't afford that. Like, and we still had no idea. Like, we did not put two and two together. I don't know where we thought we were going walking into an arena. I think because it was
Big
like
Sean.
it was at like a U.S. Bank arena or
Sure.
something. We're like, why
Sure.
are we going to the bank? Like,
Oh my God.
so we're like begging our moms for
Oh, that's
tickets.
right. They surprised you.
yeah. So we had no idea. We're like begging for these tickets from this sketchy ass guy on the corner down in Cincinnati.
Yeah, yeah.
Downtown Cincinnati. So we're like begging. And they're like, no, we can't afford that. Like we can't afford those tickets. And then
Yeah.
we walked in and Big Sean was in there and I was crying. So it was just
Oh,
like,
wow.
I don't know. It
That's
was just
great.
funny. Kind of a same situation.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
It was funny.
I love it.
I didn't remember that until right now. It's kind of weird.
Brought back memories. All right.
All right, friends, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. Again, be sure to follow us, FOX8 WGHP on YouTube, Zero Dark Nerdy on YouTube for the unedited version of it. Of course, a big thank you to our friends out there, Sailfish Comics with 3 locations in North Carolina, Concord, Winston-Salem, and right here in Greensboro across from Best Buy. Golden Ticket Cinemas. From here to all the way as far as Colorado, I believe they have like 30 theaters now. Be sure to check out Golden Ticket Cinemas for all of your cinematic adventures. We want to hear from you what you're checking out this summer. Blockbuster season is upon us. We got more episodes coming your way, more events. As always, for local events, for those of you here in the Triad area, GSO events on Instagram, and of course on Facebook, Greensboro Game Nights and Events. Don't forget, brand new website domain, zdnpodcast@gmail.com. On behalf of B, Jordan, this is your boy El Nino, and we'll see you next time. Peace.